Hey, it's Josh Hoffman Productions here, and today we're going to be making a photo vlog on this challenge that I don't know when it exactly came out, but it came out by these YouTube creators. I'll leave a link to the original video of this challenge, and pretty much what it is an ugly places photo shoot challenge. Pretty much you go to these places. In this vlog we're going to be going to 3 places. So the first place we went to was Hobby Lobby. If you guys do not know what kind of place that is it's pretty much like an arts and crafts store. That's pretty much everything you could ever need for arts and crafts, anything for your house, anything related around your house, anything related to arts, anything related to Christmas. They had a lot of Christmas stuff there. So we actually got some really cool photos. This first photo, and I will be showing it right here. Let me zoom that in for you guys so you can see it better. It is pretty much this photo that we got. My girlfriend, she's the model, by the way, the model for all of these places that we went to. So Hobby Lobby, what we thought was going to be the easiest place, and I agree with her that it was the easiest place because of that it has arts and crafts and so much room and house decor stuff. So what we found first, which was a really cool backdrop for what the outfit she was wearing. She was wearing this red top, right? This red sweater top. And we found this really cool, simplistic, but gold background. And it fits really well with her hair, and it fits really well with what she's wearing. So I think this was a really good shot that we got, and definitely a shot worth keeping. This next shot was not a great shot. I gotta admit, it wasn't a great shot. Now, it was a flower shot that we got. We found this like wall of flowers in Hobby Lobby, and I don't like how this turned out. I just didn't get a good photo. I couldn't get the effect I was looking for. I was trying to get a blurred focus line of the flowers. I don't know if you guys have ever seen photos of that on Instagram. Still an alright photo for what I was trying to accomplish. This next photo, so the third we got, so far this is the third photo, so we got at least three good photos. If you don't count the flower photo as a good photo, then 2 good photos. And we found the sequence pills. I know you guys have probably heard of the sequence pills. They're everywhere. They're even where I work right now. Or I think we don't have sequence pills, but we have sequence shirts. They're everywhere. They're trending or something. Like the sequences, everyone seems to like them. They're satisfying. I guess they're vibrant, they're colorful. Everyone seems to like them. So we found these specifically Christmas themed ones that were red and green themed. So we used that as a backdrop, and we set them up so that it would be level with Sage, which is my girlfriend. If you guys do not know, that is her name. Anyways, so she was crouching down, and we leveled it up so it would work out, and we also made it the sequences so it would be red and green. And that was a pretty good shot. I like how it turned out. I really like how this shot turned out. Not much I had to actually change editing wise with this one, so that's great. The fourth shot, and this is a shot that I showed to my mom, and she really enjoyed. I showed her that I did this little challenge, and she seemed to like this shot. So this is a shot we found also in Hobby Lobby, and it was obviously of Christmas stuff, like stuff you would put on your walls, and it was by wreaths and stuff like that. So this was really good. My mom liked this because the red matched with her red clothes, and I like it too. It really goes well together, and I just like how it came out. So yeah, so that was mainly what happened in Hobby Lobby. The next place, the second place we went to, which was much harder to get photos of. So we just went to, what's it called?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. We got some pretty good photos there. It's obviously raining pretty hard, and now we're going to Target, which is right by Hobby Lobby, and then after that we're going to Home Depot. And let's see how hard actually Target and Home Depot is. I assume, and she assumes, that it will be much harder.
I feel like Target's gonna be the hardest, honestly.
Honestly, probably, yeah. I personally think Home Depot is the hardest place to take photos, my girlfriend thought Target was the hardest place to take photos as a model. This next photo isn't actually for the photo vlog. This isn't really for like what the intended purpose of this challenge is, which is kind of get the backdrop and kind of make it not look like the store. But I still really like how these came out, so I'm going to show these photos as an example and how you can still use what's at your disposal in stores to make stuff cool. So we found some record albums. I believe the record albums. At least that's what they look like, and they look really cool. So as you can see, this is a background drop of her, and then we have another one of her actually holding Pink Floyd's album here, and that looks really cool. I think it looks cool at least. I don't know if you guys think it looks cool, but I personally like how it came out. It could have looked better. Obviously, it wasn't what this challenge is about, but I wanted to show those photos. So let's go to actually what this challenge is about. So we found this chair and this Christmas tree, right? It's a little tiny golden Christmas tree. This was hard. This was hard for me to get a good shot out of. Because there's so much stuff on the shelf by this chair and by this chair that I tried not to get in the shot, or I would want to blur out in the shot. So what I did though is I got really cool blur effect through the little tiny Christmas tree and focusing on the subject, which is Sage, the model. And it looks really cool. It looks cool, but it's obviously not great because the shells have a bunch of random stuff on them. It's not that great of a photo. It's definitely not one of the best ones out of this whole collective of photos. Definitely not one of my favorites. So let me show you before and after. So we were thinking, okay, let's do this. So we tried this thing out. We tried this shot out. We got a stool. Yeah, we got a stool. And we got a stool actually when we were posing for the golden background too, in Hobby Lobby. But in Target, we got a stool here, and we found a fluffy pillow. We found these things, and we were gonna do a mirror effect because there's mirrors in front of it. But I decided to go against the mirror effect and decided to try for this. This was the before, and I was like, nah, no, it didn't look good. Sage thought that, hey, maybe adding another fluffy photo for a backdrop would be better. And she was right. So this is what actually the shot looks like now. Not now, but this is what I think, and she thinks the better photo is. So that's how that came out. Definitely much better than obviously the before of what we were trying to do before. And yeah.
It's so much setup for that last photo though.
I'm extra. What can I say?
Now this one right here is one of my all-time favorites. I mean, not all-time favorites, but this one is one of my favorites that I got. This is one of my favorites that I got at Target. So we found these ornaments, right? And I don't know if you guys know, but ornaments usually there was these ornaments in plastic boxes usually. Usually ornaments are in these plastic boxes. And they were clear, right? So they had stickers on the front, but they didn't have stickers on the back. So we flipped them over on the back side because it was completely clear.
Yeah, like that, because this has like the silver, gold, and orange, and then these are all gold and then silver, orange, and gold.
Yeah, I think that looks great.
Okay.
Symmetrical and stuff.
And we got 3 of them. One that was like just gold, just like a gold, I think, just a gold and silver, possibly. And then the other ones were gold and orange and silver. So we got those 2 on the side, and we used that as a backdrop. And then her. Well, that's what we use as a really cool backdrop, and it looks cool. It's really festive. It looks awesome, and I've never thought about, and I probably could have never got this shot without doing it this way. So, very interesting shot, and I really love it. This one is with some Christmas trees. Sage doesn't like this shot. I personally still like this shot. It's still personally a good shot. It's not a great shot, but it's definitely, I still think, a good shot. It still has Christmas vibe, but obviously the ceiling isn't great. So that's why crop it out, and bam. At Home Depot now, as you can see right there. We're still in the car because it's cold out there. We're gonna get some good photos, right, babe? Hopefully. Hopefully we'll get some good photos.
I believe in us.
I don't know what we're gonna get yet, so let's go inside. So we had some problems. We were gonna go with this lighting effect right here. Here's the photo. Here's an example of that photo. That didn't work out, so we said scrap that. And we decided to keep looking for something else, right? We found this shower. We found this shower in this Home Depot. Found this really cool shower. The shower had a really cool backsplash. And it had this gray and black backsplash. That's a tongue twister. Gray, black splash. Anyways, the point is, we found this really cool shower with this cool backsplash. And she got inside the shower in the Home Depot, I know, and posed with it. And it looks great. Like, it looks like like you're posing with a work of art almost. Awesome tiles. I really like how it came out. And the lighting is great too, believe it or not, which surprised me a little bit, but it worked out. The next thing we tried is with these doors right here. So I don't know if you guys ever been to Home Depot, but in the Home Depots, at least where I live, there are these doors and windows too. But there's multiple doors that usually have windows in these doors, some of them. And I decided to mess with these and try to get some cool photos out of them. Did get some shots. This shot right here is a really cool shot. But it is not there's still some problems. I have to blur out the background a lot. I had to blur out the background a lot to get the photo looking really cool. But that being said, it does look really cool. But if you just had this door in your house, it would look better. Like, you could have your backyard. So yeah, that was a door. That was hard to do because, like, there wasn't any background behind the door that we could really mess with. The next thing we have at the Home Depot is these hues, a bunch of hues behind it, which, if you guys don't know, you guys do know about this, but like paint, you know how there's all these different colors of paints, right? All these different colors of paints. Well, obviously, there's all these different colors of paints, and you gotta look at them with them, and you're like, okay, this looks like this could match my wall. And you usually match it up to this, and match these colors to that, and like, okay, those look great, right? Well, in this case, we used it as a backdrop, as the whole entire hue wall of them, and I decided to blur out the background more, and the focus point is her, obviously, and it looks really cool. I really like how this came out. So this was an interesting photo. I've seen this photo done by another YouTuber that did this challenge, and it was really cool. So I decided to try this too, and it definitely turned out awesome. Sorry if I'm saying awesome, good, and other a lot. Here is the next shot. So the next shot, we found these plants, these natural plants in Home Depot. And oh boy, was this one of the best finds at Home Depot we had. We had some great finds at everyone. With the sequence pillows, to the stuff by the reefs at Hobby Lobby, to ornaments at Target, fluffy pillows. I think it looks cool, at least. And these plants and the hues. I think the hues looks really cool too. Oh, and the shower. The shower looks cool. So Home Depot has some pretty cool stuff, actually. Anyways, so here's the plants. The plants, we got this really cool jungle-ish vibe effect, Amazonian effect, and I like how it came out. The greens worked really well with her hair, and it works really well with her eyes, and it just turned out really well. We tried to have some Christmas photos. So we kept some of them more seasonal, obviously. But we also tried to get just shots that weren't necessary. Plus, we couldn't just get seasonal photos because, one, that would be too easy, and two, that there was probably not enough stuff at each store. Like, Home Depot didn't have Christmas stuff, really. Like, there was some, but there wasn't that much Christmas stuff to really mess around with for at least backdrops and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this is a different type of video from me, but I want to do more photo vlogs. This is obviously not the best because I didn't have a lot of footage to mess with, so this is more of the footage I'm sorry about. But I still hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to stay creative. Peace out. Bye.